morning. Today is on Wednesday and it's new comic book day, but instead of getting new comics, I'm off to go and see Marie Antoinette's house. And I've just, see that what you can see behind me? I've just had to walk down that. And with Nick, I finally have company after being on my own, Rapunzel style, for 4 days. So yay, let's go. So here we are, this is Marie Antoinette's house, which is a million miles away from the palace, because apparently she was a bit naughty and she would have affairs here. And it's like a little mini version of the chateau. And now we're gonna go inside, in there. So let's go. So naturally, the day we decide to go out on a big hike furthest away from the flat where I can drop off the coat, it is boiling for the first and only time. So I have to carry my bag around on my shoulder. It's really heavy and it's first world problems. I don't want to complain. My pockets hurt. I'm hot. I don't want a coffee. I haven't had a coffee. That's what it is. I haven't had a coffee yet. So this is where Marie Antoinette would house all her invisible weaponry. Interesting. Because this place was so far away from the chapel where all the food was cooked, they had this room here, which was just a reheating room. It wasn't even a kitchen, just a reheating room. Okay, so we just got out and just realised that the little building that we were in wasn't her house. It was like, I don't know, the starter house. I don't know, it was weird. So that is not her house. There's two other houses. God, no wonder people had a revolution. There's more houses than I have a house. Good English, Lucy. So this woman who could have breakfast, lunch and dinner in a different house also had a theatre. You can't go in it though, it sucks, but that, oh no, that was pavilion. Was that not even the theatre? Oh, this woman is greedy. So I've been eating chocolate and it's everywhere. I'm an adult. So yeah, I thought I'd filmed a lot more of Marie Antoinette's house. I actually had a bit of a weird day that day. I'd actually been exhausted. Paris was weird and I didn't film a lot of it. If I'm being honest, it was not really fun while I was there. I didn't do a massive amount. I'd been on my own for 4 days and I'd had like a lot of panic attacks and I was just kind of weak off it, and Nick is kind of new to my life and he still doesn't really understand all of that, and so when I was trying to tell him about it, he didn't really get it, and I think I got a bit annoyed with him, and I think that's why I kind of stopped filming at Marie Antoinette's house. And what did I do after that? Did I just go home? I must have done if I stopped filming, or... Yeah, I got really weird that day. I got really tired. I slept in far too late. And then I went to Marie Antoinette's house. Went home, and I'd only been up for like 4 hours because we were in Marie Antoinette's house. And I was just getting really tired. I didn't want to move. I felt like I'd been up for hours and I was a bit worried. I was a bit worried that I was genuinely ill, because someone shouldn't be that, like the level of tired I was after sleeping so much and only being up for like 3 or 4 hours. I went back to the flat and I was like having a look at where I could go out to eat later on that night. And I was exhausted, nearly fell asleep there and then. Pardon me. And then we went out for something to eat, and then I went home and I was asleep by 11 o'clock that night. Yeah. That was crazy. And then I woke up at 5 AM. So the next day, we go to the zoo and I am shattered. But I actually go to the zoo and I have a great time, and we find this special place that I'll leave as a secret for tomorrow. Ah! Or it might be today because I'm late uploading this. Oh, why'd you watch me? But either way, thank you for watching me, and don't forget to like this video because it really does help me out, and I will see you tomorrow or today depending when this video uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you today or tomorrow when this video... Leave me alone.